was the best one, and there were
like the Bengals.
Yeah, there was a lot of conflict.
Oh,
but there was one show where one of the other girls took Nicole's solo.
Wow.
So interesting thing, right? I'm always curious about like, what is the process of like do you like market test it? Do you like go like you're the lead singer tonight? We'll see how it goes, see how the crowd goes, and you just kind of swap around until you find out who is the most, or is it just that like we decide this person is the most marketable, right? Like,
well, she's also objectively, I think, the best singer of that group.
I guess it can be tricky where it's like a group. Hi everybody, welcome to the Dreamlands. My name's Philip, but I'm long lost lore. I'm ensconced by wonderful players, etc. We're just talking about Nicole Scherzinger and say it
almost Scherzinger.
Scherzinger.
Yes.
It's like Cher had a real zinger.
Yep, there you go. You got it.
But I mean, I guess it's a difference whether or not it's a natural group that formed or a group that was put together, right?
Sure. But I mean, KJ then brought up another iteration of this, which I think was sort of a group that was put together, but KJ referenced the Bengals and the sad sort of vibe of you have your greatest song come out and that's when the band breaks up because the other people are jealous of how good your song is. It's a bummer. But that song's so good, you guys.
Which song?
Eternal Flame.
Yeah, Eternal Flame.
Is this
brain fart?
Say my name, sun shines through the rain, my whole life. Oh, so good. She's great.
Here, I was thinking you're talking about the Cincinnati Bengals. I was way off.
The Cincinnati Bengals, not the Bengals.
Yeah, they had that one single, Kevin, and then
There's no world where that's what I am talking
that's so
about.
Funny.
That's
like
what
the
was
fact
so
that it
confusing
came out of
to
my
me.
mouth should have been the first clue that that's not.
That was why
Lauren's talking
very
about
confused.
the Pussycat Dolls, and KJ's like, that's just like the Cincinnati Bengals, same thing. The wide receiver took over as quarterback in the middle of the game.
I feel like this conversation tracks with who we are as people.
That's about right. Oh god. Also, that girl from the Bengals who sang Eternal Flame,
Boomer Esiason.
Yeah, that's it. Was instrumental in the creation of Austin Powers.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yes. Because she's her husband is a gentleman named Jay Roach, but she would like when she was she played in a band with like a fake band with Mike Myers as he was creating the Austin Powers character.
Interesting.
Susanna Hoff. Is that her name? Susanna Hoffs. Sorry.
Plural.
There are more. She contains Hoffsitudes.
Multiple Hoffs.
So many Hoffs. The Hoffs never stops. So anyway, welcome to this game. We are, this is our game called the Dreamlands. We have several of our intrepid heroes here. We still never, it's 14 sessions in, we've never had all of them at once. It will probably remain that way, largely because 7 players is, like, I have a 7-player roster is good, but 7 at once is a lot of players. 6 is a lot. 5 and 4, grand. 3 can be light, but can be fine. 2, depending on the 2. 1, we can make it work. 0 players, some very interesting games have happened when I've had 0 players. When it's just me and the Soldier of Fortune. So, in our last game of this delightful story of our heroes, they, I would say last week was a pretty big success. We did kind of have to like end it because you guys got engaged in combat that sort of was not what I was planning on, and it was very complicated. We just had a lot of fun with it, so we wound up.
I don't know how that caught you by surprise, honestly.
You made a fighting game world and wondered, why are you guys fighting?
I wasn't intending on you guys being the fighters. You were gonna go there and bet on the fights. I was trying to do something genuinely nice for Kevin. And instead, you guys all said, wait, let us turn into things that could fight before we win. And before you know it, you're challenging for a 4v4 tag team fight. Now, was it great and epic and wonderful? Yes.
We could have gambled.
I was trying to do a nice thing for you.
It's going back.
With
turn back time.
I just feel like all I've ever given you, Kevin, is the chance to do
would
really
be
cool
nice to
stuff
get a win.
and have amazing luck. And I just
This
thought you needed a win at some point.
Yeah.
Because KJ gets to do cool
Never
stuff,
has
like
a
go
win.
off on her own and nearly die. So I thought you needed an opportunity to have a good
It
thing.
would have been nice to have one win, but you know.
DJ
Canonically
famous.
undefeated, but it would be nice to have one win.
Yeah.
I saw steam come out of your bare ears, KJ. Like,
Yeah.
Bear ears. Oh
Yeah,
my god,
well-
you should get a bear ear headband that has like pipes with little like fog machines so they can sizzle out. So yes, our intrepid heroes. I guess Corinna was like, I'm not doing. I can't remember the reason why we said. Also, DJ3 announced he no longer has an intention of purchasing premium swordfish. He doesn't care about that. His chief concern is rescuing Medina Lake. So,
Very nice.
the group
Very
went back to the
Who reminded
Versus-verse.
DJ3 of Corinna
Indeed.
for some reason.
To yeah.
Couldn't say why.
Who can see why? So they the group went back to the Versus-verse to participate in or to sort of visit the Dread Fighter tournament, and they decided to glamour themselves as fighters. And sure enough, that came in handy because upon determining which of the competitors there, their old friend Jinx. Remember that? Were you there for the time when they fought with Jinx, Lauren? Did you go to the Versus-verse last time?
No.
You've missed every Versus-verse. Okay, great. So
Yeah.
that's good because that just means it doesn't matter to you. Perfect, great. So they met their old friend Jinx. They met the Headless Horseman and Silas, a gravedigger, whom, thanks to a clue used by good old Dominic, they determined these guys have intel about the Nightmare Rider. So he basically, and just after, also Dominic walked into a fight in the middle of it and got ultimated, which was pretty funny. That's how he got his clue. So he basically was just like, tell us what we want to know. And soon we had a 4v4 challenge in which you guys had to fight the Headless Horseman and Silas, who know of the Nightmare Rider, and Lycanthus, a toga-clad werewolf with whom Asha had a flirt fight. And Spoil Sport, a zombie football player, and DJ3 was like, oh, there are enemies, football players, and so he sort of squared off against him. You guys won the fight, but it was down to the wire. It won with
Never in doubt.
won with a pistol whip from good old Dominic. DJ3, the quad combo you did against Silas, I think really is what sort of turned the tide.
When DJ3 says a football player, does he mean a soccer player or does he mean an American football player?
I mean American.
Mhm.
So you got some cutscenes put into your gallery. You did not watch them then, but there is some information about the Nightmare Rider from the Headless Horseman and this Silas character that you kind of have as like it's in your gallery, where there's like, and whenever you go to the gallery, you can choose what music track you want to play there. You know, you can like go through all the music tracks you've unlocked or like the artwork you've unlocked. Those galleries are never quite as cool as you hope they will be. You know what I mean? They're always kind of like,
oh,
and the music in there, the default music is often a more like chill version. Like in the main menus, it's like da 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 Dread Fighter, da 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 da, and in that thing, it's more like boom, and I'm really imagining menu sounds. I'm sorry, Pierce, go ahead.
well, I was like, I didn't want to like put you on the spot right now, but I believe he said like what we had like obtained were like cinematics that we would like see with Henry.
Yes,
Okay.
you have those.
Right. I was just gonna say, are we gonna watch them?
I would. You are basically. I'm gonna give you guys a choice, which is if you'd like to watch them in the thing, or like you'd like to like check them out of the thing, you're welcome to. But if you also just like don't care and want to do missions, Henry can just absorb the information, and you've filled the gauge of intel either way. But if you want to know what the intel is, you can find out in our game when we start. But they then much more momentously, for a couple of reasons. Because Kevin, you had no idea of this when you did this last week. But you guys reached out to Count Dracula, who was one of the boss fighters for this game, and said, we want you to save Medina, or basically, like, could you? He you said like our friend Medina. He's like, oh yeah, okay, and he said, well, things are getting bad in the Dreadlands now, so I will try to save her, but in exchange, you guys owe me a favor. And after some back and forth on the team, they ultimately said, all right, because the favor is so presumably against Maisie. You guys are like, all right, no problem.
I'll have you know, Dominic didn't vote for that.
Dominic did not. The only vote in absentia, would Corinna have voted to save some random girl?
If it meant a lot to DJ3, then yeah.
We also sort of said that like Callie, who would get a vote in this case, and also Nova, even in absentia, would have been like, yeah, save my friend. So we kind of, we basically we said it was enough of a vote. And Henry had even said, if you need to make a deal to save your friend, I understand. It's very hard to get to her right now. That was part of, like, before you guys went, he was explaining. He basically did say, oh, this would have been, Lauren would have cared about this. He was basically saying, like, he has been investigating ways to go to Maisie's Dreadlands. Henry has, but he's like, it is very sequestered because those Dreadlands are not even tied to a material plane. They're just on their own. So kind of the only thing that can go in and out of them the way something could is the Nightmare Rider.
Interesting.
And he's like, which is interesting that I think the Nightmare Rider is the big bad and Maisie is a sub bad, but boy, there's a real connection there. So, and Dracula's involved too. Guys, there's a lot of bad guys, but you guys have allied yourselves with one in exchange for Medina. Unbeknownst to any of you, Kevin, on Friday, somebody triggered a world-ending event in Blood from a Stone, and only because Dracula was already talking to Medina did she possibly survive.
Yeah. So.
Why would you do that? That was foolish.
I wasn't the one.
No, she didn't trigger the event.
There's only one.
I'm saying
there's only one fool big enough for that, Kevin.
Yeah, I guess mild spoilers for Blood from a Stone if you watch and do it. I effectively, that episode ended with me just saying to everyone, going through all of their like unaccounted for characters. Okay, so how does so what is this person's last words? Is the mistakes them? What is this person's last words? We killed 28 people like that, 14 off screen, 14 as I cut to them as they went through their stuff. So, anywho, It was a lot. But Medina would have died had you not sent Dracula there. She would have been dead for it. So.
Was that a?
It's twice you've used Master Mages to save people.
You have a knack for that, DJ3. Send Sherlock to save Asha. Send Dracula to save Medina. It's a good life.
Yeah.
So he basically, you guys struck this accord, and he went off to fight Dread Mask, who just made his way through. Dread Mask was a sort of like a Phantom of the Opera type fighter, but he made his way through arcade mode, so Dracula had to go fight him. He told you guys you could come watch, but Dominic was like, immediately pulled a page yet again, thwarting someone who wanted to do something in this realm. In this case, it was Asha saying to Lycanthus, her home is the moon, which, like, she hadn't quite worked out exact wording of the pickup line, I think she said, but it was like, she knew she was in a really fertile zone. You know what I mean? Talk about a sanctuary moon. So, with all that in mind, we now begin mission 14. We will say that you guys have returned to the park. You pull the page. You sort of gave Henry those scenes, which he kind of was sort of checking out. We'll say it. Actually, were you guys super low on power, or we were using a different thing, right?
I have 9 out of 13.
Some of you have. You have 0.
Absolute.
Then we will say.
We can roll with it.
No. We're certainly not starting.
But I still have 5 luck, so.
It's the next day, so let's all go ahead and roll 4 dice for luck. Good point. But it is the next day, so actually, 13 hours have passed. DJ3, you may recover your power.
Go from 5 luck to 3 luck. 3 is the baseline, right?
3 is the base. So if you have no matches, you have 3.
Yep.
2 8s.
You have 4 today. Congratulations. Technically speaking, the baseline is 2, and what you're adding is your degree of success. So if you have no matches, you have a first degree success. So that's 2 plus 1 makes 3. If you have
There's very programming fence post issues there with array 0.
Yeah. So you have 5. Asha?
It's 2 1s. It's 4. It's fine.
It's 4 today. So we got 4, 4, 3. DJ3, how you doing?
2 3s.
Okay, so you have a number as well. Filian?
2 6s.
Great.
So I believe
Okay.
I have 4.
So 4, 4, 3. So Dominic, last time you were in great shape. This time, not working out so well. Oh, also, so everyone, just you're back up to your typical maximums. Those of you who because of your maxes being 13, who got to kick it higher than that, you no longer get to. You're back to just having 13 because it's session 14. Seems backwards, right? In the park, the mood is amongst the characters. They're kind of just adjusting to like, well, all our buildings are here now. Wednesday's doing whatever. I suppose the presence of Frederica has changed the timbre of things to some extent. Those characters who care for others are trying to make sure she's okay. I also imagine that Frederica has probably spent a little time with the Shergoth. Just at the insistence of, people say like, you should, talk to the Shergoth. I'm sure, I don't know. Elbrand has probably been very nice to Frederica in a not at all weird way. In a way where like it's like Frederica will be like, oh my, he's really not hitting on me. Oh wow. Well, now I'm interested. But the point is, they're Ugh Elbrand, says Sophia. Whatever. Elbrand's the nicest.
Elbrand's the best.
Elbrand's the best. You guys are wrong about that. Elbrand's great.
I don't even know any of these people.
Yeah, it's fine.
Says Dominic.
So Henry will appear, and he's sort of waves to presumably you all. Nova is sort of sitting with some of the Dreadlords. Treason is drawing little things in the dirt of like means of killing Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock, for his part, is just kind of pacing around as if Sherlock seems to have something in mind right now. I will mention that he's thinking something through.
So, question.
Yes.
The cinematics, when we pull them out into this form, are they the form? What medium are they? CD-ROM disc, or is it 16-bit era with their cartridges? We have to patch a retro system.
I don't think there were like I'm imagining they are discs, but I'm imagining like what you guys actually carried out were like icons. So it's probably like an icon that like has it's like an icon with like that like the movie file symbol on it with like the you just have those as kind of this weird sort of like vaguely digital sort of thing.
All right.
Which I think you handed over to Henry already, and you guys sort of took some time to rest and recuperate in hot tub and hang out with the hottie and the hunk and everything. But so Henry is now back, having sort of thought through some stuff, and he's sort of he's coming to you for to discuss next moves.
All right, Henry, give us the details.
Understood. Well, we do have another mission, but I know some of you would you, if you'd like to, we could go up to the witch house and watch the cinematics on the television up there if you'd like to see them. Otherwise, I can just sort of explain. For our purposes at this time, there is not much actionable information, but there are some key bits of intelligence about the Nightmare Rider that I think are interesting.
Were they good?
The cinematics?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they're probably still better than that Meridian movie we watched. No offense to Dominic.
Wait,
But,
even better than Meridian? Oh wow, we've got to watch it then.
But they're not. They're very brief and sort of kind of very chunky animation. But the information that they held, I found more intriguing personally.
I always like to sort of research my enemies.
Very well. Sure. So, you actually have 4 cinematics. You have Lycanthus, you have Silas, you have the Headless Horseman, and you have Spoilsport. 2 of them, Henry sort of indicates, are about the stuff, but if you want to watch all of them, you certainly can. It's not like we have anywhere to be tonight.
All right, business first. The 2 main ones.
Yeah.
You guys can put. Actually, Asha, you're probably handling this because of a preternatural gaming ability, whatever. So you'll sort of play those. The Headless Horseman's cinematic basically is interesting because it depicts the Headless Horseman riding like across a bridge and killing like a school teacher in a tricorn cap who seems like an Ichabod Crane type entity. Upon striking him down, however, the Headless Horseman draws up with kind of, the pumpkin in his hand as he's, because across the bridge there is another rider. This rider is a similar, like, devil horse, but the sort of the rider atop of it, the Nightmare Rider, is clad in all black. It is most akin to like a Grim Reaper vibe, but you see sort of nothing within the sort of the hood, just kind of
like the ring wraiths.
Why would I? Yes, Grim Reaper, more like Grim Idiot. Ring wraiths. Know thy audience, Philip. And then there's some like subtitled dialogue at the bottom of these sort of the headless horse. Kind of, the headless horseman sort of doesn't really speak, so it's kind of a thing of like one rider meets another and is granted the ability to sort of to follow. So basically, there is then some shots of them like riding through various scary things, in basically demonstrating the Nightmare Rider's ability to move around and places, but also this is the first image you have seen. You've seen like depictions in folklore, but this seems to be an image of like, this is not sort of like a folkloric thing. This is who this guy saw on a bridge. So you believe this is what the Nightmare Rider looks like. Black horse, black sort of ring wraith thing on top.
We've got a visual here.
You have your first visual.
All right, pop in. What was it, Silas?
Silas. All right, so it involves Silas the grave digger. He's a grave digger. Silas, Silas's little cutscene is like, this old coffin is a strange one. And there's like a weird coffin. Silas, buries it as usual, but as he walks away, a hand sticks out of it. He goes, huh? And a grayscale shadow elf crawls its way out. Silas raises his shovel to kill it.
Do it.
But then, a shadow passes over them. Silas, and the shadow elf is picked up by a rider moving through the sky. One that looks like the one who was in the Headless Horseman's cutscene.
Huh.
Interesting.
Shadow elf. Saved. Huh.
A black and white one.
Yes, the sort of the gray scale, kind of the desaturated elves. Henry will say, so of course these are, this is interesting information, and any insights you provide on them will be useful. But what this tells me is that the Nightmare Rider, these are things we've assumed, but now we have sort of more concrete concepts. The Nightmare Rider seems to be working in concert with certain shadow elves, some of whom even after their death, they are still sort of either in his service or gaining his protections. Dreadfighter, though themed as such, is not actually a Dreadland. So, whatever shadow elf Silas sort of was burying here probably could have gotten free, but the fact the Nightmare Rider came for it at all, I think sort of the clue hidden within the clue there is that this Nightmare Rider is working on a lot of different planes with a lot of different monster things, but the Shadow Elves remain a key component of this creature's focus, dissemination.
Is it clear when these were made? Like how long ago?
Well, that is an interesting thing about the nature of sort of the versus verse. Versus verse functions temporally very different than some of ours. All of these things that we've just, we haven't even watched the other two, which you're welcome to watch. I don't know how key they are to what we're doing now. these have all sort of not happened yet. Those are sort of almost... Some of these pixel worlds are almost quantum realms in which whichever one of them wins the battle, this is what happens. And they sort of all can exist. And then you won't actually have a future until Dread Fighter 2 comes out. At which point, there will be more sort of cutscenes.
But they are lost.
They lost to you. But, again, it's sort of a multiple... Every single one of the Dread Fighters can be the victor of the Dread Fighter at all times. So it's sort of a quantum state of sort of... But it's not multiple realities necessarily. I know this is not
like the cat.
Sure. Yes, DJ. Yeah, it's a cat. That's perfect. So, the point being, these are things that, by virtue of it appearing in the cutscene, they can be true, therefore are true for our purposes, even though both of these things could not happen in the same sort of timeline, because only the victor would have the experience they're showing here. Does that make sense?
No.
Fair enough.
But whatever, none of this thing makes sense anymore.
Dominic's like, no, but what else is new? You can watch the videos for Lycanthropus or Spoil Sport. Perhaps they contain clues I'm not witnessing, but
You want to see the werewolf again? Asha.
I see it. I see him every night in my dreams.
Oh, well then that's probably fine.
Yeah.
It's probably better than this.
So, are you good? Don't need to watch the other videos?
I'm good.
Well, perhaps we should, for more information.
If you decide to watch them, I'll just summarize those a little more briefly. Lycanthropus is just Lycanthropus returning to kind of like a Roman bath full of like Minerva Mink from Animaniacs.
Yes.
It's just like a bunch of like toga-clad like werewolf girls, and like as the camera like pans behind a column, like a human woman becomes a werewolf woman, etc., etc. And he's just being fed grapes because he won, and he's gonna get to be the governor or whatever his thing is. And then Spoil Sports is Spoil Sport wins a big football game, and as he's running to the end zone, he just detaches his hands so the football makes it through, and he gets through the pile-up.
Wait, does that count?
Shouldn't.
According to the game, it seems to have counted.
Yeah, we beat him anyways.
Okay.
So what's on the docket today?
Right. The docket today. So, we have an interesting opportunity that is... This is not quite on the main thread of what we're doing, but it is certainly related, and I would not want anyone else getting their hands on something that is currently in the TVU as a prize on a game show. So I'm sorry, you are returning.
I'm in.
I know you had your experience on Meet the Plains, but you're going to be sort of going back to that realm, participating on a game show, a quiz show, a trivia show, and your mission is to sort of win big and collect a shard of omniversal essence.
Okay.
What does that
Well,
do?
Omniversal essence is sort of it's a substance that is sort of the substance of everything beyond everything. It is a small piece of what is referred to as the omniversal trellis, or sort of the engine of pure creation, from which multiverses and universes are born. And it is largely very well guarded, and sort of doesn't get out, but every once in a while, a little shard of this essence shows up elsewhere. Somehow the creature called Dr. Charm has his hands on it, and naturally it's sort of one of many prizes on a game show. sandwiched right between a year's supply of Smith beer or 500 free hours of national net connect. So, not really. One of these things is not like the other. The point is, I would very much like us to get our hands on that. Best case scenario, if we don't, some random entity from the TVU will be holding sort of a piece of, sort of divine heaven power energy.
And then we steal it.
Yeah.
Well, then you steal. Well, I assume you can go win. If you can't win, steal it, certainly. Worst case scenario is the Nightmare Rider's agent, Maisie's agent, Dracula, I know, is sort of your ally now, his agent, like at the head. So what we want to do is, we don't want anyone else to get it, we want you to get it. And if someone else gets it, yes, Asha, as you say. Asha super spy. Asha super thief.
Doing some crimes here. Okay.
Asha super stealer? Do you want the alliteration? Never mind.
It's in general Asha super sneak. Sneak sort of encompasses it all.
Yes, it's sort of catch-all, whether you're stealing or spying.
Asha super whatever need Asha to be.
So far, flawless logic.
So, my friends, any questions about this mission? This one, in some ways, is a little more straightforward. In other ways, this one is going to be insanity. And I do apologize for anything you may suffer.
What kind of quiz show? It like spelling? It like words? Or
I think well, the show is called, and it, to be honest, I understood the reference at this, but the show is called A Fool and Quiz Money, which I believe is a play on the term "a fool and his money soon go their separate ways." So this program is called A Fool and Quiz Money, so it's a pun on a phrase most of you haven't even heard.
But we're gonna win.
So it's quiz show on puns?
I don't know what it's a quiz show on. The TV universe is a very strange place. I would say it is. There is, other than, well, as we've said, it is actually quite similar to the Dreadlands in that it doesn't have a sort of material plane at its core, so it is far more subject to the whims of this sort of, arcane abomination. This thing there. Huh.
They have previous episodes?
I have not been able to, I've never been able to find a previous episode of anything on that program. We can look at several episodes of Third Time's the Charm. I think DJ3, you all were looking into that a bit. You've summoned some characters from that.
We have a few.
There's a show called Noteworthy that was sort of a Star Trek program, which is a show some of your universes will be familiar with. That was on there, and I don't think you've summoned characters from there, but you've been vaguely aware of it. Then there was Meet the Plains. There was maybe some other little one-off weird things there. It's a very strange place, is my point. I have not been able... what it doesn't have is the on-demand feature. That would be very helpful. If I could watch a slew of old programming on demand. Asha...
We'll pass along the note.
I will even tell you... Well, yeah, it would be great. Asha, I will even tell you, it is entirely possible that this program, A Fool and Quiz Money, despite being in its 40th season, has never been played before.
But you said it's 40th season.
Right.
That implies there were 39 seasons before, right? Asha count, right?
It does, but those have been backfilled. And whatever it is you're about to experience is the first time anyone's ever seen it, even though the studio audience will be intimately familiar with it. And everyone will say, oh, I grew up watching this show. You all might want to say that, by the way. We were big fans. We used to watch this with our grandparents, parents, etc. You might want to say something like that, by the way. Just sort of make it seem like you're,
Okay.
Or don't. Read the room. I don't know. This one's going to be weird. Honestly, if you get there and you see the shard and you're just like, we don't want to be in a game show, you can just...
No. Let's play the game.
Understood.
So we're trying to win the shard. Are there other things we can win?
I believe there are...
Beer.
I believe there are... What was that?
The beer.
There is beer. There's so many things you can win.
New car.
Pierce, roll a d20.
Someone say new car?
11.
Yeah.
11. Yes, you can win a collection of smooth songs from the 70s from Vendome Regal, which is a sort of a collector. They publish sort of books and cassette tape.
From the
and CD
1470s.
Which 70s are we talking about here?
Yes, that. My point
It's
exactly.
a good time. It's the best time for music, the
all right.
1470s.
There's a lot of stuff on here. You probably won't want any of it. That's my point. Except for.
Is there a showcase?
Could be. I don't know. I don't know how it's structured. It seems derivative, so I think it's plausible.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, if you're
What about a boat?
There'll always be a boat.
I genuinely can't recall there being a boat there, but there might. But Packham Insurance does provide. So maybe it's like a boat courtesy of Packham Insurance insured. Boat insurance. They offer some very weird insurances, though. Packham does. Dinner party insurance. Sparrow insurance.
Nope, those all make sense. Having been to both of those occasions.
Fair point. All right, so well, good luck.
We got it.
This will be
Of course, the most reasonable one of us gets the book.
All right.
Oh no. she'll reach forward and okay.
All right. I don't. There's not really. I mean, I suppose he sort of summons a little currency for you guys to have. That is unlikely to come into things this time, but
Yes, but you never know with this group. So.
sure.
Do I need need a meat machine for this?
You already showed up in your normal self.
I think they have macro lenses. I think they'll be fine. Would you prefer to be in a meat machine?
No.
We can stick you in the lich. I haven't re-glammed it, so.
Oh, me. No. No, I can't. I shouldn't lie to myself.
Speaking of which,
You were such a natural lich, though.
Speaking of which, make an endurance roll.
All right.
Actually, wait. No, I want you to do
What,
one.
for
Never
aging
mind.
or something?
We're no, not now.
No?
Later. We're gonna
No,
do
no,
one
okay.
ring. Okay.
Okay.
So
On air.
all right. So so you're not taking the suit?
No, I'll go as myself.
Take the suit. What could go wrong?
No, because if I want to talk to Maisie, I want her to recognize the face of her enemy.
Ah,
Right. Oh dear, Fillion, just be careful.
I'm
So,
always careful, so I've lived so long.
right. You have lived a long time. So Corinna, I suppose you've been given the book because even though Dominic has shown himself a totally reliable holder of it, albeit one who pulls out too quick, you are now.
Are we using phrasing?
You, because Dominic also doesn't care about the book. That's why the book is so much more attractive to Dominic. So you, however, have it. You now have it for the time being.
one of these days.
What were you like after wasn't DJ3 at the bottom of the list?
Oh, he
I
was
think-
I think I was behind Maisie.
I think I'm.
yeah, it's like a bunch of other characters.
Oh, Fillion and DJ3 are down. It's like yes, it goes Corinna, Dominic, God, Nova, I suppose, Asha.
Asha should be higher.
I mean, I would put Asha higher than me, to be honest.
He said.
That's fair. No, Asha's proven herself very well.
More about
Asha,
the
I'll be honest. I'm concerned with you about not coming back quick enough, because you're always the one who complains that they come back too soon. So I'm worried that Asha would be like, Asha, say we stay one more day.
Asha there for perfect amount of time. Asha makes your experience as pleasurable as possible for everyone involved.
Understood. So Asha does not pull out too early. That's what we've learned.
Asha pull out at perfect time.
Understood. Great. All right. Well, on your way then. Good luck, everyone. Perfect. So, we shall hand wave through a dream walk and an arrival there. And sure enough, you guys are in the same sort of studio complex that you were in before. Only this time, the various sort of PAs running around there is a massive audience kind of being led into a theater, and you do see into a sort of soundstage, and you do see that there is a sign that says, "A Fool and Quiz Money, 40th anniversary season."
Oh man, we're gonna be the biggest winners ever on this show. I can feel it.
Yes, well, let's focus. We have one goal. To get the...
To win.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Let's
To win a car.
Signed up, or do we have to like replace people who already signed up and took?
Is it like I shouldn't do this. Is it like Price is Right? Do we get like a names tag and just sit in the audience?
There does seem to be a situation in which there is an audience being moved through. There are people with clipboards like asking them questions like, oh, and what town are you from? Great. Oh, we love to see people from there here. Okay. All right, great. Good to see you. Kind of they're doing some. It does seem like they're pre-interviewing the audience to some extent. There's a young woman with a clipboard sort of sees you guys in the hall and says, "Hi, are you contestants in the game, or are you members of the audience?"
Contestants.
Yes.
Oh, you're contestants. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, this way.
Excuse me?
Oh,
Sorry,
well, the contestants are just doing the trivia. They don't have the opportunity to win any prizes.
Then the one that win prize.
We are.
We're here to win
How does
prizes.
that work out?
I want a boat.
Yes.
Oh.
We were promised a boat and a car.
You do look like multiversal travelers, though. So that would be contestants.
But what
No,
about-
we're here to win prize.
I see. Well, there is kind of a lot of you. We usually don't have 5 contestants. So right now, and she kind of looks down the contestants hallway and says, "Yeah, okay, so we need 3 contestants for the day. So who's it going to be?" Okay.
Wait, do we win?
DJ3, Corinna, and Fillion will be the contestants. Perfect.
Dummies.
This is perfect. All right, so let me lead you guys this way. The rest of you go to your pre-interviews for the audience.
All right.
But we're still gonna get a boat.
A boat? Oh no, well you don't win anything as the contestants. You're just here to do the trivia.
But all I do is win.
Oh.
Not anymore.
Well, you'll win. You might win the game, but you won't win any prizes. That's just for the audience.
You gotta talk to my
Okay, bye.
agent.
We do our pre-interview. Bye. Bye.
Later. Peace.
All right.
Our agent didn't say any of this when he booked us.
Oh, you have agents?
Yeah, good one.
We all have the same agent.
He's,
Wow.
Yeah, he's not very good.
Oh well, we're so grateful. It's often pulling teeth to find people to be contestants in this show.
Wonder why no one's incentivized to be in a contestant.
Maybe if the contestants won prizes.
Yeah, what if you just promise us a boat?
But then how else would you separate a fool and quiz money? This way, and she kind of just leads the 3 of the contestants in. Meanwhile, Asha and Dominic, there's another there's a guy with a clipboard kind of moving audience in. It says, "Are you audience members?"
Yes, we here for prizes.
Of course, right this way. How long have you been watching the show?
A long time.
I've watched since the first episode. I'm clearly younger than 40 years.
Wow. I see. You've been catching up online.
See
Watching
it
old
all
clips.
on VCR.
Oh. You are old enough to have been watching the show a long time. I now believe you. Right this way. So what's your favorite prize that's ever been given out on this show?
The one that like start universe making. You not see that episode? It's
The
famous
one that
episode.
starts universe making. Are you talking about the Eureka Bar ice cream pie?
Yeah, it's the one.
Oh, I never
Yeah.
considered it starting a universe, but that must
Yeah,
be what you're talking about.
A big favorite in Asha family.
And my favorite was the car.
boat.
Oh, well, we actually have a Woodsdale Elegance on offer today.
Oh wow, a Woodsdale Elegance. I've always wanted those. Woodsdale Elegance.
All right, perfect. So they lead you guys into the audience. There's a massive crowd in the audience. And they say, all right, and just a word to the wise, if you're hoping to get the good prizes, you want to be as close to the front as possible.
Okay, Asha will just
Sure.
run in.
Asha and Dominic, I'm going to let you guys, you're going to make rolls in order to get to the front row. Asha, I would allow you to attempt a sneak in order to just like crawl under people and beat people to that. Dominic, I would let you pick. You can make a case for a lot of different things. You can muscle people out of the way through fighting.
Just barrel through.
Or you can intimidate them out of your way, if you'd rather.
Sure. I'll give him a very stern look to get out of my way.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna add 1 power to this.
Might make sense to add one die, spend 2 power, add 1 die.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Makes sense.
Perfect. I have 3 7s.
3 7s. Oh, right, because you have freaking you have a bonus. Okay. Well, guess what? You have 3 7s. This is the place to do it. This is comedy.
I
Comedy
rolled
tonight.
6 dice and no matches.
What were the dice?
5, 4, 3, 1, 7, 8. You know what? I'm gonna spend 3 powers and
I would
just
spend 3 power with 7 dice or 6 dice.
6
That's
dice.
wild.
Yeah,
You can change one after the fact, you know.
but it'll be first degree
It'll only be a
success
second
with
degree
6 dice.
success,
Well,
yeah,
I already
sure.
have a second degree 1 for 1 so far.
Okay.
7, 7, 2. So I can draw the 2 heroes or comedy, huh? Let's do 3rd degree success in comedy.
I
I'll
think
change one
so.
of the
Both
dice.
of you with a 3rd degree success in comedy, and through sneaking and intimidation. And I will say, you guys absolutely. There's even probably something in concert there of Dominic intimidates people while Asha like subtly moves them to other rows, and eventually you guys are right in the front, ready to grab some prizes. Meanwhile, the rest of you are brought back to hair and makeup. Oh,
Woodsdale Elegance would probably be great, DJ3.
wow, you're really little. We're gonna need the macro lenses. Okay, let's give you a little powder. And hello there. And she starts powdering DJ3, and she goes, "Wait, none of you are in suits or pantsuits, or none of you look like contestants on a game show." Wardrobe.
Oh.
They bring.
No, this is my classic contestant's look.
Please, you look like a college student.
Yeah.
I don't know that your clothes are gonna work.
That's
here.
not this kind of show. This is a classy show.
Is this Squid Games?
Squid Games? I don't know what that is.
All right.
Have you never seen A Fool in Quiz Money?
No, we have been watching it for decades.
Never watched an episode.
Wow. Then you're gonna do really bad. You might as well be in the audience at this rate. Thinks he can be a contestant. Never seen Fool in Quiz Money.
I guarantee I'm gonna win this show.
Wow. You know what?
I bet you.
Fine. I'll bet you. I'll bet you my phone number that you can't win this show.
Okay.
DJ3.
She goes, God, I hope he doesn't win. I can't afford to lose that phone number. She walks out.
What?
Yes, Billion.
What's a phone number? Asha gave one out earlier. I didn't want to ask her about it.
I'll just take out my phone and see, like, you dial the numbers, and then it calls them, and you talk to them.
Oh, it's
their name. It just says their name. It calls.
Oh, you mean a sending stone?
I don't know what a sending stone is. But here, let me show you, and I'll call Asha.
You guys, Asha gave you communicators. Yeah, you can call Asha.
Well, yeah, we have the little magic device.
It's the same thing.
Asha will look at the phone and then just speak into the communicator. Why are you calling me now? Why?
To show Filian how phones work.
He won't get it.
But are you guys ready to win? You gonna help us win?
You can't win prizes. You sucker. You dum-dum.
Well, we'll see about that.
Meanwhile, Dominic is casing where the prizes are. Are they like in like a table right in front of us or something like that? Or
Ooh, an excellent question. Dominic, give me, I think we'll do either a look or an investigate on that, depending on...
a look roll, probably.
A look roll. Give me a look roll.
As I'm a gumshoe, but I'm not an investigator.
No, you're just kind of you're just like let me see
I
stuff.
just bumble into
Boom.
mysteries.
There it is.
Hey, 2 8s.
Meta stuff. Okay, so you can tell there is not just like a little table in front of you all. There does, however, seem to be an area like right kind of backstage off the stage where there's a couple of security guards, and it appears that there's like that's probably where various prizes are sort of stored. You also, but the real thing, Dominic, that you see over there, and I'm gonna sort of spot you an investigation roll on this point. What you see is that is the area. Sure, there's security. Sure, there's like fancy boxes, but that's where the spokesmodels are. That place is lousy with spokesmodels, ready to come out and show all of the products that you can win, including, we'll say 8, so it's meta. You lean over and you do see there's a sedan back there.
Not even a coupe?
It's no primo, but it looks like a nice enough car.
Then I remembered, wait, I don't drive anywhere on that place.
All right. In the meantime, Corinna, DJ3, and Filian have been made up.
Did they just bring me a new body to snap my head into?
Do they have other Lego resin bodies?
Make a luck roll, Filian.
They have a leg drawer. Every good Lego has a leg drawer.
Pair of
They're not holding Thane
That's,
here.
Pair of fantasy.
Pair of fantasy. I will say that rather than having Lego body, they just bring you some other like little doll clothes and just kind of like affix some like ribbons to you.
Okay.
Should have worn the meat suit.
I'm imagining some like really small suits that they use a paper clip to really get it right fit.
They
but
make
bigger
they
than
make him a
Filian.
little bow tie out of Scotch tape. So in any case, the sort of producer comes in and goes, "All right, well, so thanks so much for doing this. It's been a while since we've had contestants. The show's been chaotic. So are you ready to go out there and get some trivia going? Let's just have a good, clean episode, okay?
Yes.
No profanity.
Maybe.
Oh. No.
You have censors, right?
Children and especially elderlies watch this. I can't
Oh,
tell
well,
you how many...
elderlies curse more than anyone else.
No, they don't. They're very classy. They're offended by it.
This one curses. I'll point to Filian.
Oh. Well, I don't know.
I can't promise nothing will slip, but I will try to abide by the rules of your domain.
Appreciate it. At least before the watershed. All right. This way, please. And sort of leads you 3 out and says, "We're gonna need macro lenses." They sort of move you guys through, and Asha and Dominic. There's a warm-up comic out there. I'm gonna roll for the warm-up comic. I don't even know why I do this job. My girlfriend left me. Oh yeah, you think that's funny? Hey, check this out. She left me for my trainer. And as you can see, he hasn't been doing much. Glad my pain is so funny to you. What else? Oh, you see this? You hear about this? The incredibly low energy warm-up comic. Oh, looks like I'm getting the light. You're all saved by the bell there. All right, we're gonna do the show here in a second. You know what? I hope each and every one of you consumerist pigs chokes on whatever prizes you get today. Finally, a worthwhile audience. I've had 3 laughs today. So that's 3 laughs for the year. He definitely starts smoking.
Asha will turn to Dominic. He's funny because he's so sad.
Dominic says,
his life a wreck.
I don't get multiversal humor. Is this...
No, it's funny because his life in shambles and he don't know how to pick up pieces.
All right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you guys actually see Corinna and DJ3 and Filian are all led out to like 3 little podium things. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for everyone's favorite game show, A Fool and Quiz Money. On today's show, we have 3 brand new contestants. Hailing from the suburbs, Corinna.
Hello.
Hailing from the big city, Filian.
Happy to be here.
And hailing from a mid-market, DJ3.
Oh, what?
You're a mid-market.
Corinna will lean over to DJ3 and say, "What is the suburbs?"
It's a place outside the city.
Oh, I suppose I spent quite a bit of time there then.
Yeah. You should be lucky. You're lucky you have me here.
Of course.
My
you,
name
Chris.
is... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, please. Go ahead.
The announcer is over at a booth, and he goes, my name is Iago Bakerswitch. And now, to introduce your host, it's Iago Bakerswitch! And then he runs out of the booth into the middle of the floor and starts waving at the crowd. And everyone's clapping. I won't speak for Dominic and Asha, but everyone else is clapping.
I thought it was going to be the puppet.
One in San Termino. Do as the Terminians do.
You would do that. As it like.
All right. Well, welcome everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm Iago Bakerswitch, and we're here with another delightful episode of A Fool and
Quiz money.
Quiz money.
His money.
The audience
Forget
did it
the name
faster
of
than
the
that.
show.
So we have 3 contestants for you. It's been a long time since we've actually had contestants, so we might actually get some trivia in tonight, folks. Hi there, Corinna. You're from the suburbs?
Yes.
Oh, he will lean in to do the multiple kisses, like a disgusting
Corinna
70s game show host.
Oh no.
So, Corinna, pretty girl like you, got a husband, boyfriend?
No.
Oh.
His name is Orlando.
Orlando! Oh, wow.
No,
All right. So, any wedding bells in the future for you and Orlando? The audience does. Ooh!
Well, we
I
have
sure
to,
hope so.
Not
we
at
have to
all.
find him first.
No, we don't.
Run off.
No wedding bells. Is that one of your customs?
Wedding bells? Ha ha ha. We have all sorts of customs. And speaking of customs,
Wait, the customs are here?
no custom is better than GentleNet hairspray. GentleNet hairspray. When you want a hairspray that's gentle, but still acts as a net, reach for GentleNet hairspray. Corinna, thanks so much for being on the show. And then he throws the GentleNet hairspray into the audience. Do either of you
I
try to
see.
catch it?
I mean, if it's coming this direction, sure.
Make a jump roll.
You want to jump on my shoulder or off my head?
I don't want it that bad. 4, 5, 6.
Reroll for free roll.
1, 2, 8.
Sadly, some other person gets and she goes, I won! My son's never gonna believe this! Alright, next up on the show, Filian, hailing from the big city. So, Filian, what do you do to pass the time?
Well, I master the arcane arts in search of immortality.
Wow. And
pretty much it. That's pretty much the sole focus of my entire life.
He turned a wife into a chair.
Oh, uh-oh.
It was...
Trouble in paradise.
It was her last wish.
Oh.
I don't know how many times I have to explain that.
What'd you turn your mother-in-law into? A bench? Ha 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 ha.
Sort of, yes. It's more of a ottoman, actually.
Well, speaking of fine craftsmanship, there is no finer product on the market than Pechalongi. Pechalongi.
No.
That's peaches stewed in eels. If you want to show how rich you are, enjoy Pechalongi. Ha! Here you go, audience. Does anyone try to catch the Pechalongi?
What is this?
Somebody
Get it, Dominic. Get it.
All right, I'll catch it. If you yell
give me a
at
jump roll, Dominic.
Which one's jump? Oh, okay, physicality. Pair of sevens, comedy.
Yeah, you. Here's what it is, Dominic. It's a pot of like eel stewed in peaches, and a very, very rich man is standing next to you, and the rich man tries to get it, and he reaches for it, but you catch it, and he goes, "How dare you? You're not rich enough to eat Pechalongi. Only I'm rich enough to eat Pechalongi." And then an even richer man next to him says, "What? You're so gauche that you talk about how rich you are? Guard, seize him!" And two beefeaters suddenly appear and grab this rich man and haul him off. And you hear just them, they're just pounding him mercilessly as they carry him up the steps.
Hey.
Is it in a can or something like that?
It's in a little pot, yeah.
Oh, a pot?
Oh, that reminds me of home.
You should definitely find him later and eat in front of him.
I was gonna if it was in a can, I was
try
just
it
gonna
now.
open it up and eat it now.
Yeah.
I say a pot, it's you know, like a little like pot of mustard. It's like a little like ceramic kind of pot sealed on the top. Yeah, you can pop it off and start eating some eels if you want to.
I'll just pop it open right in front of these, and I'll just eat the stewed eels and peaches.
Wow, this is the first time anyone's ever actually eaten one. Dominic, give me a taste roll. Let's see how you like these.
God.
Where's taste?
Under vitality.
Okay. No matches. But I have all primes, 2, 5, 7.
To your unrefined palate, all primes. To your prime palate, this literally just tastes like some canned peaches and some canned eels, and it's not a pleasant. It doesn't go together well if you're not a fan. Meanwhile, on the stage, DJ3. So you are from a smaller mid-market.
Howdy. I want to try to do the kisses to him.
There we go. He just pats you. He kisses your head then, like Homer and Hans Moleman. He's like, there we go. Here's a good boy. So, all right, DJ.
Yeah, happy to be here. Ready to win?
Oh, well.
I was promised a boat.
Oh, yeah, right. The audience all chuckles at that. No, what you're here to win is the claim of having separated a fool and
a boat.
Quiz money.
So,
it's your show. You should remember the name of it.
Oh, we got a comedian out here. Hey, Merv, looks like someone's going to try to take your job. Let him. I'm begging you.
He seems nice.
Let him take my job. Then I can leave this place. Do you know how bad I'd like to never have to wake up in the morning? All right, so at that point, here we are. All right, friends.
We should book him for parties.
I was gonna say, does he do birthdays?
All right, friends. So,
Old guy. I like him.
Here we begin. Let's find out who's the fool and who's quiz money. That's right, it's the fool round. All right, everyone, get your trivia questions ready. Who's first? Do
we buzz in?
And it's Filian. Filian, let's find out who the fool is. Who are you going to ask your first trivia question to?
I will ask DJ3.
Oh, all right, coming in hot. Don't worry, little lady. They're gonna try to suss things out first. No one wants to call a lady a fool, even if... All right, Filian. Go ahead and ask your question.
Where is the Lich Queen's phylactery?
Say what now?
The Lich Queen that you summoned. Where is her phylactery?
Oh.
Or soul box, depending on what edition you want to talk about.
Which one? We have a few liches.
Visigodia.
5 seconds.
Do I remember where she's from?
DJ3, you can make a you have been there for this stuff, so I'll give you a bonus on this.
Is it multiple choice?
You didn't study once. You can
roll 3 dice and try to see if you can remember.
C. Just say C. Just picture see what you did with the Scantron.
Yeah.
I had other people usually do this for me.
C's get degrees, my guy. He's fine.
Shit. Can I phone a friend? Callie?
You have no friends.
Phone a friend. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen until round 6, if we ever get there. You can, however, phone an enemy.
Phone Filian.
I don't have any enemies.
Well, then you can't phone an enemy. Boom, 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 boom. All right, your time is up. DJ3, do you have an answer?
Yes.
And that's time. All right. Was yes the answer, Filian?
Yes. Yes.
Ah! Congratulations, DJ3. 20 points on the board.
What?
All right. Well, DJ3's off to an early lead. We have yet to find the fool, but that's about to change soon. Corinna. All right, little lady. Your turn to ask a question. Who are you going to ask your trivia question to?
Filian.
Okay.
What brought... What was her name? Francesca?
Frederica,
thank you. What, revived Frederica?
Well, it was a coalition of efforts, led primarily by me through my deciphering of the text that sort of told us how to put her back together.
Give me the can. Give me the can.
Of course, under the one who enacted all of it was the very talented Asha, but I believe some purple lightning was the key sort of source of power for the whole process.
Correct.
Wow, we've got a bunch of geniuses here, no fools in sight. But DJ3, your turn to try to find the fool.
I'll ask Asha.
Ooh, unfortunately, you can only ask contestants.
Ha! Dum.
Who wants to? Filian.
Yes.
What is your favorite color?
I would like to phone an enemy.
What?
Phone an enemy. All right. All right.
I would like to.
What enemy would you like to phone?
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes. Wait a minute, and he's here in our studio now. And Sherlock Holmes, there is a Sherlock Holmes just in the audience and saying, "Oh yes. Oh, of course, this is elementary." So, you want to know your favorite color?
That's right.
Interesting. Filian, it's as plain as the robes on your face. Your favorite color is blue.
Oh. According to Sherlock Holmes, my favorite color is blue. DJ3.
Blue's his answer. Filian, is blue your favorite color?
No.
Then you are the fool. Filian is the fool, ladies and gentlemen.
What happened?
This reminds me of that SNL skit of like, yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
Filian is the fool, and quiz money. That means Filian is our first fool. The fool for the round. So we're entering the fool round now. All right, let's find out what old Filian has won. Or has won for the audience.
I just thought of the SNL where they have the turtle. That's the prize.
No, it's your tortoise. Filian, roll a d20.
All right. 14.
All right, we've done Pestilent, Goose, and Hairspray. 14. Oh, and it's a big one, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Packham Insurance, we have a boat with boat
that's
insurance. Me. That's right, and some lucky audience member is about to win this boat. Let him have it, folks. And there's two spokesmodels like walking out with the boat, gesturing to this boat, kind of like gesturing like this. Also, Sherlock Holmes up in the audience is he's really happy that Filian was the fool. He knew that wasn't Filian's favorite color. He was. Yeah.
Are we allowed to win multiple prizes?
You are allowed to win multiple prizes.
Okay.
And I jump in the boat.
You want to jump in the boat?
Yeah.
Oh, what? We got one of our contestants getting in the boat. Seems like a fool move to me, but go ahead. All right.
Him also.
We'll let you climb into the boat, DJ3. All right, and here we go. All right, audience, get ready. Here it comes. And the spokesmodel flips a switch, and the boat is ejected into the audience. So DJ3, first of all, I really thought this was obvious that was about to happen.
Yeah.
DJ3, your options would either be to try to just hold on for dear life in the boat. I would say, actually no, I will let you do either a run, a move, or a dodge.
How big is the boat?
It's a pretty big boat. It's gonna hurt some people.
I mean, is it like a rowboat or is it like a?
No, it's like a motorboat.
Okay.
Powerboat.
Yeah, like a powerboat.
I'll do some run move here.
Okay. Also, Asha and Dominic, please give me dodges.
Oh, man.
2 7s, 2 4s.
Which one are you going with?
7s.
7s? Cool. DJ3, because you've chosen 7s in this instance, you managed to get out of the boat to avoid serious injury, but Asha and Dominic, how do we do for our dodges?
2 2s.
2 2s. Dominic?
I'm tempted to re-roll, but I might want to clue.
And I used an extra die on that.
You use an extra die on it. Cool. Dominic?
No matches.
No matches. Perfect. Okay,
hit me with a boat.
For the sake of comedy, first of all, Dominic, so Asha jumps out of the way as this boat careens into the thing. Dominic's like, huh? He's still holding the Pestilent.
I'm still eating the things. What the heck's going on?
Dominic, give me a resist injury.
Resist harm?
Resist harm, sorry, yes.
Two, 3, 4, 7. No matches.
Okay. In this case, because you want a clue, you actually didn't want to. You take 6 points of damage.
Oh.
From that.
So, I'm 6 power.
That's a lot.
But then...
But I get a clue.
But you get a clue. But then, in the interest, because he rolled a comedy, in addition, DJ3 falls on you. And you both take 2 points of damage.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Oh, boy. Does he get a second clue for that?
No, because he didn't take 5 in one go.
I can give him 2 of my damage and hit him again.
That'd be a drop.
You want some of mine? Here you go.
Yeah.
Like, hey, there we go.
Did I win?
You can't win. You're a contestant.
But did they win him now? Does Dominic
Oh, that's
own
true.
DJ3 now?
Judges. DJ3 has been ejected into the audience. Is he still a contestant?
Okay, let me see here. Hi, everybody.
And the audience all applauds.
Dr.
Hey,
Charles.
guys. All right, so let me see. Let's see. If a contestant is forcibly ejected into the audience, is still a contestant. Ooh, unless paragraph 3, subsection. I am gonna say that DJ3 is no longer a contestant.
No, he doesn't even go here.
But he's also not a member of the audience.
No!
Yeah!
DJ3, please come over to the spokesmodels. You are now a prize.
Guys, what are you doing?
But you get to hang out with the spokesmodels, so there you go.
Go hang on to my podium.
Hang out on the podium. Spokesmodel. There's like two super. They probably use GentleNut hairspray. There's two spokesmodels over there, just like waving at the crowd and wheeling you off. You're clinging to the podium, so they just start wheeling the podium off, and they
I'll grab Fillian's podium or Corinna's, whoever I go by. I'll grab Corinna.
You can't grab two podiums at the same time. Your arms aren't big enough.
I let go.
In any
Corinna,
case,
save me!
Eventually, DJ3 is put over with the prizes.
Oh dear.
Oh, this feels right somehow.
All right. Well, that was very fun. I think that
for Medicare. Do you have a studio medic?
That's actually going to bring us to the end of our first round with a word from this fine sponsor. Lauren, roll me a d20.
That is an 11.
An 11. It's Vendome Regal once again. So Vendome Regal, audience enjoy. And as some Vendome Regal ads begin to play, spokesmodels start hurling CDs into the audience.
Oh no.
And there's a lot of ow, god, ow, damn it, ow, so sharp. Jewel cases. Yeah.
Can I sneak out of here into wardrobe?
You can move out of the prize area for now, but you'll have to be back there when they're live again.
But can I go to wardrobe?
Sure. Yeah.
And put on a new costume. And then find my way to the audience. So that I can win a prize.
Well, during the commercial break...
Okay, we're gonna get to that. Hold on. Yes, Dominic.
I'm gonna go near backstage near where the prizes are, asking where the first aid kits are, but I'm casing the prize area to see how easy it is to filch the gem.
So you go back there.
I forgot
There's a couple of security guards. Dominic, you sort of walk over there. You're looking for some stuff. I think in that case, go ahead, Dominic, and give me a deceive, just to kind of.
Please don't tell me that one of the prizes is the first aid kit. No matches and no straights. So
somebody just says, "You're we'll bring you some. I mean, you did sign a waiver, so we actually don't even have to give you medical care, but we'll bring you some band-aids. We would never had a good time." That being said, Dominic, you are there. Give me another look now that you're close right here.
All right. Look. No matches because I don't have enough power to reroll dice. So, no matches.
You take a glance and pick one of the numbers that you rolled just as your.
Oh.
You'll have a first degree success in something just for a little flavor.
One of it was 7.
One was 7, sure. For the sake of comedy, you can't see anything because all you see are two sort of spokesmodels, like they're standing by a chair and well, whenever he gets back, I want to be the one to bring out the new prize. And she's like, "No, you can't, Carlene. You do this every time. The new prize is mine. I'm going to show him off great." Where did he go anyway? Speaking of which, so Dominic, you're kind of led back to your seat. Speaking of which, DJ3, you're going to try to sneak off to wardrobe. Give me a sneak roll.
Let's use some power. I am not Asha's super spy.
You are.
How much is it to change one?
To change 1 to, I think if your choice is 5 power.
Oof.
It's heavy duty.
No matches.
No matches. All right. You try to sneak away, but eventually it's oh, there he is, and they move you back to your little chair in the zone. And we're back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Well, we found our fool. It's Filian. And we lost one contestant who is now a prize. And the camera cuts to DJ3, and there's two spokesmodels, like basically holding him down with iron grips with their kind of like shoulder padded like suits they're wearing in their hair, and they're just smiling at the camera.
Do they have more strength than DJ3? I'd believe it.
I think in this zone they do. They have some kind of special some special powers. All right, so everyone, thanks for being here. Corinna, you're not the fool. That means you get to start the quiz money round.
Oh. Yes.
All right. Do you want to ask or answer?
Answer.
Answer. All right.
Oh no.
All right, and before we begin, how much quiz money do you want to put on the line?
How much do I have?
Bet it all.
Whoa, do you want to bet it all?
No.
Yes.
1/3 of it.
1/3. Wow. All right. Dr. Charm, 1/3 of the quiz money is going on the table.
Oh, wow. Oh, boy, that's a lot of quiz money. Okay, fair enough. Ooh, we're putting up 1/3 of the quiz money. All right. Go ahead and do it.
All right. So, Corinna, with this quiz money, you can buy prizes to give out to our wonderful audience.
Oh.
Provided you answer this question correctly.
Very well.
All right. Fool? What is Corinna's question?
What is Asha super at?
Sneak. What? What was agreed on? Because sneak encompasses spy.
Ooh, judges.
I'm sorry, but we will have to accept the first answer. Asha Super Sneak. Is that correct?
Yes.
Unfortunately, the fool says that's correct, which means you're wrong. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. Never listen to the fool. You see the quiz money.
Sources tell us the correct answer is Asha is super at gaming. Asha is super gaming.
Asha Super Spy!
All right, well, there you go. There you have it. And speaking of having it,
it wasn't really a wrong answer though, because Asha's super at everything.
KJ, can you roll me a d20?
Yes.
Do I buy all the other prizes now?
You're buy all the prizes, yeah. You're in a good situation in a lot of ways.
Can I take a peek at...
Make a look roll, yeah. 10. Oh. And speaking of having it all, have a nice healthy box of Sunrise Harvest cereal. Sunrise Harvest cereal, when you want to start dancing in the morning and you never want to stop, reach for the Sunrise Harvest. Here we go, audience! Throws that into the thing. Asha or Dominic, do you try to catch the Sunrise Harvest? Okay, cool. Someone catches it and goes, oh, finally. Oh, yeah, I'm dancing. Oh, crazy. Oh, it's so dry. All right, so, Corinna, unfortunately, 1/3 of the quiz money is gone. Tell him what prize we've lost.
What?
What?
No, she lost money, not prize. This not how the game played before, that new rule.
Yes, I often have a hard time understanding the worlds we are in, but this one is particularly difficult.
Dr. Charm goes,
ooh, finally, this game is working right for once. Oh, God, this is the best episode ever.
That's twice now.
Kevin, do you have a D20 handy?
I do. I also roll 2 1s on my look.
2 1s. I'm going to get... Oh, and that's courage. That's helpful for this. Go ahead and roll your D20.
7.
7.
Lucky number 7.
Unfortunately, that's the Eureka Bar. Sorry, audience, but no one's getting Eureka Bars today. Except for those of you who catch these right now.
What is a Eureka Bar?
It's like a candy bar. We've done many ads for it in Third Time's the Charm in Star Trek.
What kind of
I don't remember that in Third Time's the Charm, but okay.
I don't know. That's. I know there was a Eureka bar.
I believe
and
you.
then they had the
arguing.
Eureka ice cream bars.
I instantly thought of was it the Zero bar? There's like the white chocolate nougat bar. That's exactly what I pictured.
I remember the melted ice cream.
Oh, there was the Hot Pops. There was also
Hot Pops.
There was the Eureka bar one where it was kids doing a chess competition and he eats a Eureka bar and then he wins the chess competition. That was one of the ads. But unfortunately Eureka bars, they're out. Okay, so alright, so unfortunately we're down on our quiz money. That means it's the Fool's chance to ask a question or answer a question. Fool, what's it gonna be?
Oh, I really feel like there's not a good answer here.
Ding 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 ding. That's it. The Fool's figured it out.
All right, Fool, you have a chance to get rid of your fooldom. You can become the quiz money. But remember, a fool and quiz money soon go separate pays. That's right, folks.
What?
So, Filian, are you going to try to get rid of your fooldom?
Yes. Yes, I shall.
All right, well. Filian, come right this way. In the meantime, DJ3, you're back there. I'm going to say because it's heroes.
It's going to take me a while to get there. You're going to have a lot of time.
That's right. He's on his way, folks. Let's give him a big hand. DJ3, in the meantime, while the spokesmodels are watching Filian. Oh, he's about to lose his fooldom. Oh, that's amazing. You're looking around back here. And I think with that, you do notice that one thing here is not like all the others. Everything else is just like garish packaging or like slick. Basically, everything else is something you would see in a showcase showdown, with one exception. There is a like, it looks basically like an old-fashioned treasure chest, and you can tell that there's something glowing from it, like inside the keyhole.
How big is it?
It's like like the chest in Pirates of the Caribbean that the heart's in. So it's like you like don't try to climb a ladder with it, but like one person could carry it kind of vibe.
Okay.
Or try to climb a ladder. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm sorry. Climb a ladder if you want to. I apologize.
Is it locked?
There is a keyhole and there's light coming out of it, so it's possibly locked.
Is there a key?
You have not seen a key.
I try to open it. Subtly.
If you try to move over there, they will kind of. If you like suddenly try to move, they're holding you down. But if they go bring out another prize, maybe you'll have a chance to take a peek.
Yep.
All right, Filian. You're gonna try to lose your fooldom. Here we go. Filian. We know there's one thing. That a fool and quiz money soon go separate pays. That's right.
Yes, you said that.
All you've got to do is answer our quiz money quiz question.
Okay.
All right. And to ask our quiz money quiz question, it's our judge, Dr. Charm.
All right, Filian. If you're gonna get rid of your fooldom and become just another contestant again.
I thought it was becoming quiz money.
And add quiz money as a contestant. You'll become the quiz money contestant. All right, Filian, if you're ready to become the quiz money quiz testant, simply answer the following question. Why?
No one knows.
Judges? Oh wait, that's me. I'm going to accept it. Yeah, we'll accept it.
You heard it here first, folks. They're accepting the answer. Filian, congratulations. You are now the quiz money quiz testant.
Thank you. I'm really having a hard time tracking. Is that a good thing?
Oh, it's very bad. For Corinne. So, Filian, as our quiz money quiz testant, you get to choose one prize to give out to our lucky audience.
Oh. What about the, glowy chest?
So you have not seen the glowy chest.
Oh, okay.
You don't see the prizes. But DJ3, do you want to try to tell him the glowy chest?
Yes.
We also have to win back DJ3, so I feel
Yeah,
like...
we'll be fine. You just pull the page. Hopefully it works.
As long as you're close. DJ3, if you're going to try to convey to Filian, oh, this is a perfect setup payoff. DJ3, you explained something to Filian earlier this episode.
Yes, I'm going to call him.
So you can call him. So what this comes down to, Filian, is that
You know how to answer a phone.
Can you answer your phone and get the answer from DJ3? Filian, in order to answer your phone, I need you to make an endurance roll.
He definitely would have face unlock.
He would.
Yeah, but he doesn't answer it for you. You still have to answer it.
Oh.
It's a 2, 3, 4, so I'm gonna re-roll
You
it.
may re-roll for free roll.
I know, old people with phones. It's impossible.
Pair of 3s.
Pair of
And a 7. And a 7 as well.
Which one would you like to go with? You want to go with the pair of 3s or you want to go with the 7?
I will go with the pair of 3s, the fantasy.
Understood. With a pair of 3s, Filian understands this in magical terms. It's like, oh, I get it. There's a little crystal at the bottom. And yes, you may now.
Oh, yes. I will mage hand into this crystal to power it. Oh! I see your face. This is a much better sending stone. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, DJ3? Can you hear me?
Asha really made a small one.
Hello, Billion?
Yes, yes.
You should pick. There's a glowing chest back here.
Anything? Okay.
Or there's a nice car. Car looks kind of cool. The chest or the car.
The chest or the car?
And then there's also me. So then the chest, the car, or me.
Okay, so which one am I picking? That's 3 options. Is the chest what we came here for? Is that the omniversal shard?
I mean, it's glowing. I'll just turn it over to him so he sees the picture.
All right, we need an answer there, Filian. What prize is it gonna be?
If there's a glowy chest, that's what we should give the audience.
Ooh, a glowy
Audiences love
chest.
a glowy chest.
Let's see. What could he be talking about? Does he mean Stumper Supreme sneakers? A gift card to Hardware Cliff? Is he possibly talking about a Sausalito Everything mascara?
Yes.
At this point, however, the spokesmodels are back there like, glowy chest? Maybe he's talking about a case of Smith beer, which always puts a nice American glow on everything. The spokesmodels are like, is there a glowy chest? Maybe he means Mitchell's Automotive Stew. When you want your car to shine bright, coat it in Mitchell's Automotive Stew.
Are they still pushing me?
They're not. They're looking around to try to find what glowing chest he's talking about.
Can I just grab it?
Are we still on the
and
call?
run?
Can I just hold the phone? Just like,
This thing. It was right here.
Oh, that thing! So DJ3's grabbing it, and they're like, hold on, here we go. And DJ3, if you grab the chest, they grab you, and they carry you out with the chest.
wow.
Hi, everybody.
Yes. The man in his chest.
Asha,
That is what we wish.
prize.
No, you got no.
Wow, look at that glowy chest. That's... Oh, wait. Actually, that's just some old junk. Are you sure you want that? That's not a cool product. That's not even one of our sponsors. Neither is DJ3 for that matter. He's just a contestant
What?
who became a prize.
Been talking to my agent. We might be a sponsor now.
Oh my god, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
I think. Wait,
All
DJ,
right, in that
you're
case,
gonna
then our
buy
big
this show
prize
now?
is DJ3, the mysterious young college student from a mid-market. He holds a glowing chest. Who knows what wonders are inside?
My God. Oh, they're gonna throw him. We got.
All right,
I can't-
so audience, who's ready to catch?
Oh
Who's
God.
ready to catch? And the spokesmodels pick
Hold the
up
page.
DJ3, and
Oh,
they're
no.
like,
Page.
"What?"
Oh no.
Elbow page!
They
Can I
throw.
cast Slowfall?
We're not close to each other though.
You can cast.
I have no idea how it works. I don't even know if magic works in this
I have
universe.
an idea for this. Yes, you want to cast
Telekinesis
Featherfall?
works.
Or Featherfall, yeah.
Okay, so Asha and Dominic, DJ3 and a heavy chest are being hurled into the audience. Many members of the audience are reaching up, hoping to catch him. What do you two want to do in this moment?
Asha's plan is to leap up and hopefully land on top of DJ3 so that she basically just uses him as a sled when he hits the ground, but still claim as prize caught because she caught him first.
Understood. Dominic, are you gonna participate? You could boost Asha.
I'm gonna yeet Asha at DJ3.
Asha, go.
Okay, then
fastball special.
Here's how this will happen. Dominic,
I also have my
and Filian, I know you're doing something. Do you have your what?
My special skates.
You do have your special skates, actually. That's true. It's a fun part. But now you see Asha is lifting up. You see Filian's about to cast a spell. Corinna, are you doing anything? Or are you just like, what is my life?
What is my life? But that he brought up a good question. We have to be close to each other so we all make it back if I pull the page, right?
Yeah, you guys have to be in proximity.
Oh, okay.
And
Like touching?
preferably not with a bunch of other people around, or they could get pulled back too.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
That's
so
what I thought.
Asha is Dominic. I'm going to throw roll. You're going to put Asha into the air.
Oh, throws its own roll.
Throws its own roll.
Is it 2 power to add an extra dice on
2
there?
power to add 1 extra die.
Well, that's all I can do. I'm at 0 power. Last of my power. Wait, can I use my clue? I haven't used my clue yet.
You can use your clue. Don't even bother with that. Okay, you may use your clue. Yes. You know that DJ3 has his magical skate, so he can like fly in the air, so he probably can't get out of this. So basically, yeah, what you realize, you have this triangulation. Corinna and Filian are back there at the stadium. What you in your mind are thinking is, if you throw Asha to DJ3, she can claim the prize. And then if you run and DJ3 gets them back, then you guys could just pull the page.
Excellent.
And I'll say you can even you can just kind of, you can, because you're using a clue for this, you can kind of have that intel, you can kind of give some nods to, you can give DJ3 a nod as you hurl her up.
I lock eyes with DJ3.
Yeah.
And then I turn my head towards Corinna. And I know. All right, catch DJ3. Or catch Asha.
So Dominic, give me your yeet.
All right. Then now I'll use the last of my power.
And Asha, you might want to use it actually use it either way. Yeah, go ahead and use the last of your power. That's not bad.
No matches.
No matches.
5 dice, no matches, and I don't have anything else.
Asha, what are your numbers? You can still pick from one of your numbers.
1, 8, 7, 2, 5.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to pick 2 numbers. You're only having first degree successes. 1 is going to be for your hurl, 1 is going to be for your run. So which number do you want to do? You only have first degree successes, so which one do you think maybe gives you a little edge in this situation?
Well, definitely choose meta and, comedy, so 8 and 7.
Which one's which? Which one's the throw, which one's the run?
Let's make the throw funny, comedy. So
comedic throw.
7 is the throw.
And a run. Okay, Asha, give me your jump. He's tossing you. This is for you to kind of get up there, get on the man.
2, 4, 6. I'm adding 3 die to that. Oh, thank God. 3 2s.
3 2s.
Wow.
All right. So with that's scary. Thrills, I guess that's better. In the meantime, Filian.
Yes.
So basically, Asha, you are able to get onto DJ3. Thanks to it's not the best throw he's ever done. It's kind of a goofy throw, but you're just able to sort of jump up from there.
I'm picturing just if it's a slow-mo thing, Asha's just shouting, "Dibs!" when she grabs him.
Filian.
Yes.
You are going to cast a feather fall on DJ3, not realizing he's about to fly. However, there is a benefit to this. Go ahead and cast your feather fall.
Okay. Do I need to make a magic roll?
You need to make a magic roll and spend 1 power.
Okay, I've done that latter part.
Perfect.
Well, pair of 3s again. Parafantasy.
Parafantasy, it's on brand. So Filian, you cast Feather Fall sort of on DJ3, but DJ3 is able to fly with his skates. So instead what you do is a bunch of the little tiny Lego feathers that are in people's caps. like clear ones of those just like appear around DJ3, and they would have cushioned his fall kind of a little bit. They would have perfectly cushioned the fall of a minifigure. For a person, wouldn't do much. But what it does do is anyone else reaching up for him suddenly has Lego pieces in their eyes, and they're like, what the f-? You know? So as this kind of cloud of Lego things prevents anyone other than Asha from grabbing DJ3, DJ3, please make your skate roll.
Okie dokie.
Do your skates like adapt to be roller skates if we're in a non-ice environment?
I think
Does it
they
just spawn
go in
ice
the
under
air.
him?
Yeah, he
They
floats.
just make ice like wherever his.
Oh, it's very Iceman. Got it.
Yeah. Oh, very Iceman. Yes.
I have 3 1s right now.
Nice. That's more than enough for what you guys are doing.
Are you gonna get greedy?
But get greedy if you want to.
No, I'll just leave it. I thought about re-rolling. But I'll keep my 3 1s.
All right. So meanwhile, the Iago. What did I say?
Slow motion grab. Asha grabs me and then.
Yeah, slow motion. And Iago Baker Switch goes, whoa! Now that's a motivated fan. That's teamwork. Throwing back in. Oh, wow. Apparently our prize can fly. Hey, that's a great prize. That's DJ3. If you're in the mid-market for a hockey-playing, handsome co-ed, it's DJ3.
Oh.
DJ3, a proud sponsor of A Fool and Quiz Money. Comes with a glowing box. That's DJ3.
That's how we do it.
He flies you around town, DJ3. DJ3. So basically, at this point, Dominic, you have in the meta, basically knowing there was shenanigans, you're 8 on meta. You didn't run the fastest of anyone, but you've gotten out. You've no one was watching the stage, and now you've run to Corinna and Filian on stage.
Do we need to grab
Are they next to each
Filian
other?
on the way?
Yeah, they're next to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, DJ3, you have flown. You're arcing back to them, right?
Yep.
That's amazing. All right. Well, what a fun round of this game. At this point, Corinna, they're all together.
Are we sure that's it?
Get the book. Get the book.
Should we not do this on television?
I don't care. I take the book from her and rip a page out.
Maisie, where?
Corinna will do the same thing and say, "Look over there."
Okay, Corinna, if you're gonna distract everyone, that's probably a wise thing to do.
A deceive roll?
Yeah, you could do deceive, or you could do if there's another thing you'd pitch. Oh my god! Hold on, it's deceive, but you also have a +2 at avoiding notice, so you can have 5. You can have 7 in this.
Amazing. That is 2 7s and 2 8s.
Which would you like to use, and do you want to use 5 power to make one of those a 3rd degree?
Sure.
And you are, just so you're aware, you're in the 7 world right now.
Okay, we'll go ahead and do 7s then. 3 7s. And use 5 power?
Use 5 power to do that. Okay. Corinna, as he's doing that, goes, hey, everybody, look over there. And because this is a stupid comedy world, every single person in the thing looks where she's pointing, and all the camera operators turn their cameras up into the dark where she's pointing.
Perfect.
It's a guy eating the peshalungi.
Dr. Charles
on
like,
the ground.
There! Ooh, something. Everyone, let's look. And I don't see anything like that. Yes, I'll keep looking directly over here where she pointed. We'll see it eventually, right, folks?
And Corinna will take out the book and tear out the page.
Cool. I think Dominic already took it from you.
Oh, you did? Sorry, there was so much chaos.
Little chaos, yeah. You guys disappear.
God, I hope this is the right thing.
And at that moment, I'll say that you guys disappear. Iago Baker Switch turns back and goes, hey, and look at that! Once again, all our contestants are gone. Because who would want to be contestant on this game? I'll tell you who. A fool and quiz money! And over in the corner, Merv just goes, I don't deserve any better than this.
Poor Merv. Should have brought him with us.
I know. I like Merv.
He's absolutely a dreadlord.
Charm.
He's the nightmare writer.
So
I hope
He's
not.
The big bad. The
You
big
got
bad
his
is
side
Nerd.
immediately.
you guys are back in the Dreamlands.
Oh,
Okay.
Your Asha is on DJ3. The rest of you all clustered together.
we got the prize.
And
Well-
you have a chest.
Can we open it?
Asha, does anybody? I guess Asha.
I've got my thieves' tools.
Dominic has thieves tools. Dominic, you go for it.
I don't have my power though, so if Asha, you got more strength than lock.
That's fine. It's fine motor skills is what it's for.
Does Filian have knock?
I do have knock, so
Or
that's the
Filian could
backup.
just cast knock if you'd rather.
No, it's fine. Asha's very good at this.
Asha, go ahead and do your fine motor skills.
Oh, I'm gonna do one more die then. Wait, fine motor skills, right?
Fine motor
Yep.
skills.
By the way,
If not, we'll
Dominic
just
is
smash
laying,
it open.
2 3.
He's laying face down, ass up, because he hit by a boat.
2 3s. Wonderful.
You're not a Lego.
Asha, could you roll a d20?
Twelve.
Okay. You open it up, and for a moment, you're like, uh-oh. Because inside of this chest are several packages of Sausalito Everything Mascara.
I knew it.
But
Crap.
underneath it, there is a glowing magical, like, shard that, like, is, like, warping reality around it.
Seems like it.
Yes. Where is Henry?
Oh,
Very
you
nice.
guys, you can go back to the park if you want to. You're just
Yeah.
in the thing, so yeah. If you
What
wanna-
happens if I touch the shard?
I wouldn't.
Corina,
Yes.
Ooh.
you
What?
teach Asha how to use this.
Use what?
the
This
mascara.
mascara.
Oh, I don't use that. My eyelashes are naturally long and beautiful.
I got you, Asha.
Oh, I know how to paint
So,
things on
so we
faces.
just
if that's
we
what-
just
if
lie
that's
to
what
each
you-
other.
is that-
Now that's what we do. We just start lying.
No.
Did she really pull the "I don't need makeup, I'm just naturally beautiful"?
She's a
do know
space.
that-
She's an alien princess. That's her vibe.
You do know that this is the color of my. I am purple, and the silver spots. They're.
So you saying you don't know how to use this?
We don't have that on Tinnerbolt.
This is Asha. This is all paint. I can show you how to do it.
Did you paint yourself?
In any case, as you guys are standing there, Filian and DJ3 are like about to touch the universal shard, omniversal shard. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, I would like to see if I can absorb its power.
I'll do it with you, Filian, on the count of
Asha
3.
will
No.
shut it.
Oh, it's freaky! I hope it Freaky Fridays us.
1, 2.
Asha will shut it.
Okay,
Oh,
Asha, I'll say you can shut it before they can touch it. You were the one at it, but you can't necessarily prevent them from touching it forever.
Unless she locks it. Well then, it won't stop the knock though.
Then Filian will just knock it open. So we will, however, say that you guys make it back to the park with no one opening it. And Henry goes, "Oh, I really hope that's a chest of that and not a bunch of crackers.
Of
or-
mascara.
It's a chest of mascara. All right. Well, you tried
Just
your
for
best.
you.
That's fine.
No,
Oh, that
and the
little
big
face.
and a glowy orb
Oh!
thing that I really want
Half
to
a
touch.
shard.
A glowing.
Can
a
I
glowing-
touch it?
A piece
What
of
happens if I
shard.
touch
Okay,
it?
Yeah. Let's open it. Oh,
They were to touch it.
that's it. You found it. You want to touch it?
Touch.
Yeah, I'd like to see if I
Oh.
can.
All right. You can touch it. Just don't. Filian. All right. You're a mage. You understand magic.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm trying. I would like to see if I can siphon off some of this power.
Oh, all right. Don't do that.
Let's just touch it, though.
If you want to touch it, go ahead and touch it, but I'm going to urge you to only touch it when you don't have a great deal of intention in mind, all right?
Oh, interesting.
Okay, so just...
Whoa.
The
And-
intention to touch it.
I understand, but beyond that, don't be carrying a
Oh,
lot of thought or idea.
well, Well, my mind was blank
Oh,
until you
perfect
said
for
that,
DJ
and now
three.
I'm
You
now it's
fine.
filled with
I
a
got it.
very specific intention.
It's
got
just
nothing.
elevator music and hockey in there. He fine.
In boats.
I see. Well, all right. Anyone can touch it. It will. I mean, it's just going to feel like you're sort of touching a sort of jagged, sort of metallic crystal. Go ahead, DJ3. Just don't think too hard while you do it.
I'm just gonna think about not thinking.
Okay.
And then about that boat that I saw.
Think about the boat.
And then hockey.
Great.
And then home.
Boat, hockey, home. Understood. DJ3, do me a favor. Roll 10d8.
Okay.
Boat, hockey, home is what he said.
We create a planet of boat people. Horrific monsters.
It all have absurd luck for no reason.
Boat, hockey.
A bunch of unearned privilege. A lot of them.
Well, they're all yachts. Every one of them.
Yachts, boats on the Great Lakes.
The yacht.
Yachtsman.
Looking at
The
your
yachtsman.
side.
The yachts.
2 8s, 2 4s, 2 1s.
You can go with one of those. Which would you like to go with?
Which one am I thinking about most?
Which of you can choose one of those to be the
Oh,
result.
8. We'll go 8.
8. Meta narratives. Okay. Blosser Academia, it's where you're from. Ooh, Blosser.
What?
Did you just create a plane to multiverse plane shift one of your games too?
No.
Well, that's what we're standing in.
He did not. But so DJ3, you touch it, and your mind is going to hockey, but your mind goes to home. And Henry goes, "Oh, DJ3, look at," and DJ3 disappears.
Where did he go?
Why you let the dum-dum touch it?
No,
Interesting.
it's actually fine. Hold on.
No, it's not fine.
No, it'll be all right.
I
here,
don't
I can
see
sort
any
of
dust.
channel a. He's
He's intact.
I can feel him. No, he's perfectly safe. In fact, he's still sleeping. DJ3, and he's like, we're in the Dreamlands. I can sort of make it so you can see him as well. He sort of suddenly DJ3 is like standing right before you guys, but kind of in a sort of shimmery, translucent way. DJ3, you're.
Are you a ghost?
What?
Do
No,
I hear them or see them?
you can hear and see, but you're dreaming right now, DJ3.
Ah,
DJ3, it appears that upon touching this, I told you to keep your mind open, but were you thinking of home?
maybe.
Well, alright. You are back in your world. I know you were hoping to get back there eventually, so you're there. You've been gone a few weeks. Hopefully you can sort of resume your hockey, and I will visit you in dreams and speak to you. It will be difficult for you to get back to us.
Does that mean we won?
It means you won you won, and they're calling in the subs.
Ah, that makes sense.
All right.
Good game. Good game, everybody.
Still playing the quiz show? I really don't understand the rules of this game.
Gonna bring home the championship.
All right. DJ3, there are probably things I'll need you to do there. You understand?
Like go back to hockey.
Well, yes, but also for our business. Although this does. All right. Hold on, Filian, do not touch this. Do not touch this right now. Callie. Callie. So, KJ, if you want to be Callie for a moment.
Yep.
Callie, hello, Callie. And Nova, I'm gonna just say Nova's talking to Doll. She's happy here. Whatever. I could probably recreate this future. Callie, DJ3 has returned to your world. I know that your primary concern is making sure Frankie is okay. Frankie is still in the Top Flight universe. If you want to stay here and await her here, you're welcome to. But if you want to go home, you can go home right now by thinking of home. Wizard of Oz rules.
No. I can't. I have to help Frankie, and now I know that Medina can also be helped. I have to help Medina. I can't just leave them. That would be I can't. No, I can't do that. I can't. I have to help them.
Understood. Because DJ3, like, he was gone. He was very, very quick to go. So, all right.
Well, he didn't even say anything. He just
An accident.
He said he won, and good game.
He did not.
Sounds like him.
He did. Oh, you can still see him here. This is him dreaming. This is him dream form. Occasionally, I can bring him in if he's ever dreaming while we're here, and we can communicate with him. Having been here makes that possible. DJ3, you understand? You're going to dream about this place sometimes. We're going to check in with you. You'll remember more of it in your waking life than you would other dreams. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. So Callie is not going to be following you.
Callie, come home.
No, I can't. I have to help. I have to help Frankie. I have to help Medina. I have to help. My God. Now you're gone. And as less help. And what? How can I just do that alone? How? Why would you do that?
It was an accident. Filian told me to touch it.
Yes.
Callie, you are not alone. We will help you.
No, I just mean with all the research that I've been doing.
There's a new teacher.
Oh, you expected DJ3 to help you with the research. I do not think that would have
That
worked
makes
out.
sense. Yeah.
All right.
No, that's right. That sounds right. Yeah, never mind.
All right. Well, in any case, DJ3, we'll communicate in the future. Until then, pleasant wakings. And he kind of does this, and DJ3 disappears. So,
Very dark city of you.
Filian, do you still want to touch this?
Not right now.
I think that's probably wise.
I don't want to. It's not gonna be good.
Oh no.
All his wives will come back.
Yeah.
Just the one that only lives in my dreams.
He, Henry closes the chest and says, probably wise. I just realized something though. DJ3 had the skates and the stick.
Oh no!
Oh,
I was thinking about that. Those goalies are totally fucked. They're toast.
It's not going to have as much magic there, but it's... You know what? Bigger problems. Excellent work today. Did you have to murder anyone for this?
No.
Perfect.
Well, Dominic
boat.
had boat thrown at him.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that those soldiers beat that man to death for being not rich enough, though pretty rich.
No, for talking about being rich.
Honestly,
Right.
Honestly, though he is one of the more benign, the most frustrating of all the arcane abominations to me is Dr. Charm. It is a specific strain of madness. Did the rules of the game ever make any sense at any point?
Oh, not one bit.
No, I thought she got it. I thought it. No.
What kind of trivia questions were they asking you?
We asked the
They
question.
didn't ask the question.
Of course you bloody did. And what prizes could you win as contestants?
We did not. The
I got a
audience-
vote.
DJ3.
DJ3 was a prize?
Yes.
He was contestant. Then he got on boat. Boat got thrown. So then he became prize.
All right,
very-
well, my
It was
concern
very
is that
toony loons.
Grand prize.
here is my concern. Every time we can go to the TVU, I'm worried that something will pull us there. By something, I mean a vote. But I will. Hopefully, we won't be going back there anytime soon. Smash cut 2. In any case, I'm sorry that DJ3 is gone, but we'll probably need to recruit someone to sort of assist on these missions as we are.
What about Dr. Holden Thane, sex doctor?
Definitely a
He's
possibility.
the most brilliant mind I've ever met.
Based on your descriptions of him, he might help to. Well, I shall see what the
Oh,
dreaming sort of.
Sasquatch
He's very
bartender.
busy. He's very busy. Oh yeah, the Sasquatch bartender.
Oh, well, that's something, I suppose. All right, well, we'll see how it goes. But good work, team. Thank you for your assistance. And with that, we will end this session.
If you don't
Does anyone
mind,
have a
I'll
closing
be
word, a
on
closing
for a long
thought?
time.
Are those fruit snakes that you're eating, Dominic?
The what?
Oh, the eels. The
The peaches in eels, the eels in peaches.
Eels.
Peshalungi.
Was the hot tub the one that healed over time.
I think the hot tub does heal you a little over time.
I'm sitting in the hot tub in my suit. I didn't even
just fully clothed. Ugh. Perfect. Well, on that note, thank you all. Also, DJ3. That is not how I was anticipating DJ3.
No.
But that is what has happened.
That was very much a DM asking, "Are you sure?"
Although it does actually sound like, Kevin, that if we had touched at the same time, we could have possibly Freaky Friday.
There were a lot of possibilities.
And
so, well, that's a fun one, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed our trip back to the TVU. I hope by this point, I hope that's what you were expecting, if that makes sense. Not the specifics, but that it was just going to be beyond stupid.
Did you make up those rules, or were you making it up as you went?
In the spirit of it, I was making them up as I went.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only way I think Dr. Charm operates.
The only part I knew ahead of time was you were asking the questions. But as far as what the fool and I will say this though, I never did a thing of like every time when Pierce was doing, like, I always knew that as soon as there was a fool involved, I was like, so the fool, it'll be the opposites, because if you agree with the fool, then you're right. So I knew that I wasn't doing that irresponsively, but I had no idea about the contestants win the style. It was just
everything's sort of in a serendipitous way tied together in a neat little bow.
Yeah. I love the phone setup payoff.
Yeah, that was good.
That was weird. So, well, thank you guys.
It all came together.
It all came together, and then DJ3 left alone.
Left.
So thank you all for watching. This was a lot of fun. We have some other games on this channel. I believe we have I believe that we will be having a Top Flight Tales on Wednesday, although actually I just heard of one player who can't make it, whose name rhymes with Schman. So we'll have to talk about if we have...
Oh, Fran's not going to be there?
Fran, she can't make it this time.
Neither
can Stan, Lan...
Fran Dresser is on the show? Wow.
Gran.
Gran.
Branston.
Bran.
Dan.
Dan?
Oh, that's the right. So we might have a game Wednesday, probably have a game Wednesday, we'll see. On Friday, we have more Blood from a Stone. Our most recent episode of Blood from a Stone was very chill and wasn't a big deal at all. So you don't ever need to watch again.
Stop lying.
Except, oh yeah, there's a real thing going on Friday. It's Fridays. It's only the beginning. It's so good. It's so good. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with what happened and how it turned out. And actually, it was Dan. Dan helped us Dan rolled a 13 right when it was needed. He came through for me, and I'll never forget it. So join us for that on Friday. On Sunday, I believe we have a Strange Lore, a Mother's Day Strange Lore. So join us for that. And then a week from tonight, we'll be back with this. I shall try to get our new options for missions up tomorrow. They might be a little informed by the scenes that Henry got. You know, the sort of clearly there's like more information can be gleaned from those cutscenes about stuff, and we kind of went into that. But sort of using this, he might have some new things for you. So we'll see what our new options are for that. DJ3 is gone, but Kevin is not. I assume Kevin, you're still gonna play, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Kevin will be back as someone else, but who?
DJ4.
I'm from the dark Lost Lore universe. But not the one from Blood from a Stone, a different dark version.
One that's somehow dark.
Be like one of those Flash episodes where the next generation, who is the mother of DJ?
And the skates got handed down, so it's still there.
Skates got handed down. So join us for that in a week. Go to our YouTube to watch old episodes, our Discord to interact with us, and the wiki to see how all this stuff interacts. Follow all of these wonderful people on their socials. Would anybody like to, KJ trying to plug anything?
Yeah, I'll.
She did laugh a little at it.
I will continue my my Manzukas challenge here of
the Manzukas challenge.
I'm trying to recommend a movie that is on brand with what we just played.
Oh my god! I think there's only one movie you can recommend for today.
No. There's two.
Okay.
There's one very obvious one, but there's I think this one is on brand for this particular brand of chaos.
Okay.
I think it's pretty well known, but I think it's still not widely seen, and that's Confessions of a Dangerous Mind.
Oh, that is actually a very apt one. What do you
What's
think
the
I was
other
thinking
one?
of?
Quiz Show.
Quiz Show's a fun one. I was thinking of The Running Man.
Oh, that was the other one I was thinking of as well. But that seemed a little...
Quiz Show is tonally not a good representation of this.
No.
And yet on some level does feel like the right one. Yeah, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, very fun stuff.
Yeah.
Chuck Barris.
Excellent movie. Sam Rockwell, George Clooney. All about game shows and all about zaniness. So
that's the case. Well, on that note, anybody else mention a thing, plug a thing, say a thing? Thank you. KJ, do you want to make any anti-recommendations? Any things you don't like?
So many things.
Sorry, putting you on the spot. Speaking of putting on the spot, don't eat coconut. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Sweet dreams.